Ani, Bonjour, Kwekwe. It's Catherine here from Moonstarlodge in southern Georgian Bay area of Ontario. And we have published just this past week a newsletter with courses. And these courses are running between April 16th and summer solstice. So basically the first course that we're running is on April 16th, and it's the medicine wheel garden. Way back in the late 90s, 1997, we did a program for the Aboriginal Healing and Wellness Strategy in Ontario, where we went around to different communities, and many of you that are in our audience today were part of those medicine wheel circles. But we did gardens, and we were teaching the traditions around the gardens. And this has blossomed over the years and continued to be a source of interest in the community. We've been approached by charitable organizations. We've been approached by community agencies, Indigenous agencies, schools, even in the prison where we worked in the early part of this past decade. All sorts of communities and individuals have enjoyed learning about the medicine wheel garden. Now, I call it a wheel. It's based on the medicine wheel. The garden doesn't have to be a circle. But in this class on the 16th, which runs from 1 p.m., it's a Sunday, so Sunday, April 16th from 1 p.m. till 4:30, 5 o'clock. Ending times are always approximate because it's based on questions. We're going over every aspect of a medicine wheel garden. How to prepare the soil, when to plant the seeds, because in our tradition we plant by the quarters. We plant certain plants first quarter, second quarter, and third quarter of the moon cycles, and always the fourth quarter is about deadheading and weeding. We never plant anything. And this is ancient knowledge, 38,000 years worth of knowledge in Anishinaabeg culture. So consequently, we've learned what plants do well as partners, companion plants. Certain plants are not good partners, and so I'm giving you a list of what plants should be planted with what buddies. And the reason for that is plants give off certain hormones in the soil, and they repel certain insects, and other plants tend to attract other kinds of insects. So because this is a kind of gardening where we use no insecticides, no herbicides, no chemicals whatsoever, we are dependent upon the interaction of the plants between each other and how we dress the soil in the spring and fall. What kind of retted down plants make the best mulch, if you will, for garden soil. So we talk about the way to do things like a Three Sisters mound, the Hidatsu style of mound, which looks like a volcano, where we plant our corn and our beans, which are pole beans, so they use the corn as supports, and the squash. And the harvest of that is a very stable, high protein, good pH level soup and meals, which are part of the ancestors' diet, which regulates blood pH and blood sugar. That's for later on. But we look at all these things, and it's copious notes. So students coming that day would need a binder. But we talk about all the aspects of the astrology of this, both Western and Indigenous astrology, so that your planting and your harvest, the right times to harvest, are just as important as the right times to plant. So it's April 16th, 1 to approximately 4:35 p.m. Lots of notes, lots of interest, and we'll even give you some information on Native and Indigenous native plants to Canada, but also indigenous seed banks. So it's $75 for the afternoon, and it's a tremendous resource. So we hope to see you there. You can register by going to our website, www.moonstarlodge.com. Brian will put some information to contact us in the contact or the information area of this video. So we hope to see you there. It's already starting to fill. Aho.